Hey guys, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to Homestuck. So as you all know, this is Scratch and we are getting a repair, by Doc Scratch, and he was recapping what happened during those, panels that we couldn't see, and then I saw some really weird makeup sessions that I really want to wipe from my memory, but seems like he's getting interrupted again as he's, telling us the story, so oh wonderful, another interruption. Bang. More panels. Should I look at the panels first before I read this, maybe? Nannasprite. Serious business. I didn't even pay attention. Was this the whole time? Fedora freak. Hold on. What? Who? Okay, who the hell? Is Fedora freak slick? aka Jack, Eureka! Stand by for clarification in response to enthusiastic outbursts. Yes, it is as hoped for beyond hope. Unusual devices may be used to duplicate fresh, perfectly pressed garments inexhaustibly. As far as I know. Reconstructing complete professional ensemble now. Hold. Please report restoration of dapper visage and overwhelming success. Alas, devices appear to hold no such promise for departed family members. Misplaced handheld steam press. Update on device utility. Combinative apparel synthesis presents intriguing possibilities. Who the heck is this? Now combining expensive leather pipe tobacco sleeve with handsome gray fedora. To document result shortly. Resulted in hat with outlandish and frivolous appearance. Do not care for. Shall discard immediately. Is this Dad? Because it sounds like the kind of stuff he would wear. Fedora! Is this Dad? Seriously, oh my god. Combination of pant, fine cotton shirt, even more disappointing. Useless, excessively tall pant. Relieving from wardrobe at once. Made unwelcome determination. Production requires expense of glittering abstractions called grist. Such jewels remaining in cash. Libation in reserve at premium. These are the weirdest notes ever. Consumed final swallow of carefully rationed urine. Oh my god. Soon to seek water elsewhere in exotic new surroundings. More importantly, to seek grist facilitating continued accessorizing. Note to self, use spoils to make more hats. Preparing for expedition to reap gems from mischievous local fauna. Crafted sturdy bludgeoning instrument out of uprooted mailbox. Tall pant perhaps adaptable as defensive garment. Pardon while donning tall pant. Don tall pant. Confidence and martial prowess perplexingly swells. Venturing out. Powering down gray. Serviceable handheld computing device to preserve battery. What the heck is this style of talking? Additional updates to be submitted in a frank and forthright manner for judicious appraisal within a reasonable time frame. TF for patience. Oh my god. It's gotta be like that stuff, right? Serious business. But it's like a chat forum, right? So is it him or is it other people talking? I think it's him. Wait, hold up. Pipe fan? Okay, I don't know who's who because these are all people with similar interests. Turning on handheld device for brief report. Severe injury sustained in skirmish with undersized sportive rascal. Tall pant. Why does he keep saying pant? It's pants! Tall pant unremarkable in protective utility. Damage. Badly bloody. No indication of laundering facilities throughout enchanted land whatsoever. Losing fluid rapidly. Maintaining adequate hydration levels more important than ever. The bases unfortunately not forthcoming. Rest needed. Seeking surface suitable for assuming reclined posture. Strength depleting. Tie loosened. Remove, rolled up neatly and tucked beneath hat. Minimal stamina left for disrobing sodden tall pant. Leaving on. Encounter rest surface. Horizontal stone slab exhibiting unidentified iconography. A tall post at each corner, mysteriously inviting. Mounting slab. Exhaustion taking hold. Is that the legendary bed? Excuse me, sir. At pipe fan 413, friend. At pipe fan 413, sound of voice nearly refreshing enough to distract from perpetual taste of warm, poorly filtered urine. Oh my god. Oh my, no. I am not actually your friend, dear. I am his mother. Hoo hoo hoo. Wait. This is Nannasprite? So who the heck is Fedora freak? What is going on, yo? Another of Pipe Fan 413's legendary pranks? Please clarify. If why? Prepared to regard as hilarious? Or if yes, I guess? Were that it was, I'm sorry to say there is no chicanery in play at all today. Though yes, that would be quite the doozy. I believe the late great Colonel would surely say we were cooking with petrol upon hearing such a whopper. No, I am just an old woman looking for her son. Understood, madam. You remind me of him so. Would you mind terribly if I talk to you for a little while? I am fearing the worst for my son. While my grandson has gone off to do great things, I've caught myself feeling a bit lonely who. Can't imagine no greater pleasure, though eyelids heavy, getting dark, feeling in extremities fading. Oh, but you must be exhausted from your travels, you poor thing. Why don't you just lie there and rest? I will tell you a story. At Pipefan 413's kindly mother, thank you. It is a fairy tale about a young sister and brother who were raised by a wicked witch. What? Hansel and Gretel? Wait, actually that's not the right story, what am I saying? This is, I don't know. The witch in truth was a world-famous baking baroness. Her cruelty made life miserable for the two children. Wait, she's telling her own story. Who did not have their father anymore to protect them. He was the greatest prankster who ever lived, and a true southern gentleman. He was killed by a comet on the day the boy was born, and the wicked baroness raised them alone, with a hand as firm as that which she ran her brutal baking empire. The children pledged to each other that one day they would run away together. They followed in the footsteps of the dear colonel, in defiance of the old bad witch. They studied his every jape and practiced them in secret. But as they grew older, their interests drifted apart. The boy developed a passion for adventure and put aside his study of practical jokes. He dreamed of wealth and fame and discovery and swore he would wander the world. One day he decided to run away with the loyal dog he inherited from their father. He asked the girl if she would come along, but she was too scared of the retribution that might follow. The boy scoffed at the danger and assured his sister there was nothing to worry about. But he had not seen firsthand what the Baroness was capable of. He told his sister that he believed in her and that she could handle whatever the witch could throw at her. And with that he was off, and she would never see him again. The Baroness would raise her very strictly, mentoring her in the art of baking. The girl took to the lessons with fierce determination. Her only act of defiance left was to one day surpass the Baroness in skill and beat her at her own game. It was all she could do. For the Baroness made sure she knew there could be no escape. The girl surely missed her brother, and soon enough he achieved fame for his exploits. She followed him in the newspapers, the tales of his remarkable discoveries, inventions, and riches. How she wished she could rejoin him, and be free from toiling for the pastry hag. One day, the girl was able to gather enough bravery to mention her brother to the Baroness, and her desire to see him again. With contempt, she guaranteed that this could never happen. When the girl asked why, that is when the Baroness began to reveal to her more than just her baking secrets. She mentioned that, like in many fairy tales, there was more to the children's past than they knew. The Colonel was not their father, nor was the Baroness their mother. They in fact had no father or mother at all, nor were they ever actually born. They had both fallen from the sky. They were not actually brother and sister as they had been told either. Again, like in many fairy tales, the truth was that they were always destined to become married one day. That's weird. They were to have 2 children, a son and a daughter, and these children were meant to save the world. But the Bad Witch was determined to make sure this destiny would never be realized. In her limitless cruelty, she would do all in her power to keep them apart for the rest of their lives. The girl that day swore she would bring down the Baroness and her evil empire. She would use the many secrets she learned over the years against her, and began carefully plotting her downfall. Years went by, the girl was nearly ready to put her plan into action, but then, just like that, the Baroness disappeared. She was never seen or heard from again. The girl was finally free, by a strange turn of events, but not without a final jab from the witch. It turned out that in her will, she had left the entire company to the boy. The boy, now a grown man, was already very wealthy in his own right. He had no particular need for the baking empire, but assumed control nonetheless, and integrated the company into his extensive collection of enterprises. The girl, instead of seeing this as more misfortune, took the news as a relief. She'd just as soon have nothing to do with the witch's empire, and far prefer to pursue her original passion for practical japery. Hoo hoo hoo. She considered a reunion with her estranged brother and once destined husband-to-be, but the days of longing for a future with him seemed to be from another lifetime. The chance had come and gone. She was content to let him live his increasingly elaborate life, while she sought a simpler one. Besides, now was not the time to revisit a destiny with an old star-crossed lover. She had recently become betrothed to a fine, upstanding gentleman. Soon she would start a family. No, not one meant for heroism as foretold, but one that would make her happy nonetheless. In following years, she was left to ponder all that might have been. What might have been if there had been no Baroness to keep the girl and boy apart? What might have been if the Baroness had not disappeared, and she had the opportunity to use her secrets against her? For you see, the girl had uncovered so many dirty secrets about the terrible Battle Witch, including the most troubling one of all. Of course, no one would have believed her, but she knew. She knew the Baroness was not human. What? Fedora Freak's gray, serviceable handheld computing device battery has died. What the heck was this story, man? Is this thing clickable? Yes, it is. It's the sprites having their chats. I busted into his palace to finish the quest. I was expecting him to be asleep and was gonna figure out some way to wake him up. But like last time I saw him, he was already awake to greet me. But I thought the denizens were supposed to be asleep, at least until you do the right things on your quest. They are, as sprites were programmed to know things like that about the game. But I guess not everything. It seems like if you try to go fight them too soon, you find them awake and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here already?" Which is what happened last time I saw him, before I became a sprite. And I stupidly tried to fight him, which was a bad idea because he's hella strong. And the whole time he was raving about shit, about a stolen sword and missing forge, but I wasn't really listening. If I had, I might have understood. He wasn't actually trying to kill me. He was giving me the choice. What choice? Wait, I mean, the choice underlined. I always forget I can talk underlined for important shit. What did you choose? I guess I made an unwitting choice by deciding to flee. I figured he was unbeatable, so I decided to get the fuck out of there. So I snapped a quick captcha to get his huge hammer's code and then get the fuck out. What happened when you saw him this time? Like I said, he was awake again. But this time, I wasn't in any condition to fight, so I didn't. And that's what I didn't get. He's this terrible, angry, monstrous guy. But there's no need to fight him. So he looked me up and down all hard, saw the broken sword, and like before, gave me the choice. You mean choice, underline. Still underline. Oops. Yeah. So it was the same choice? No. Say what, dude? Skateboard. Why? It was different. I think it must be always different, depending on the circumstances. I don't know what the choice is when you face him the way you're supposed to, but I'm showing up as this bleeding bird sprite, holding his broken sword, so that's a pretty odd situation. Then what did he make you decide? He sees I got his sword, and it's busted, and you can tell he's pissed. But like before, it's like restrained anger, like he's always about to just fucking flip, but still keeps it together. So he can tell me, he can repair it, and make the deringer with the forge lit. He says he can repair anything, but only one thing, and I had to choose. So I said, okay, fix the sword. As opposed to what? Meh, doesn't matter really. I just thought making the sword felt like the right thing. Oh, so I gave him the sword, but it still wasn't all that simple. He needed lava from the forge to make it. Well, that is kind of how you make swords. Which means Inchina had to be awake. Our denizens had to have some kind of truce to make it happen. See what I mean about it being complicated? Yeah. So Jade must have done something right to wake her up and get the forge going. Don't know what she did though. Probably something amazing. She is still working so hard to help everyone. I guess I used to be that way, but I've completely forgotten how. Are you sure? What the hell is going on behind us? Like a huge explosion. What's happening? Reckoning. It's getting close to the end. More meteors are getting by the portals. The battlefield will probably be wiped out soon. Can we do something to stop it? Would there be a point? I don't know. I like it here though. I feel like I was drawn to come here when I wasn't sure where to go. Yeah, me too. The meteors and all the fire. It reminds me of when I died and I was trying to wake John up. I was scared then too, but I didn't let the fear stop me from trying to save him. What would you want to do if you weren't scared? I have no idea. I guess try to help. What is there to do? Well, I was going to bring this sword to Dave. Oh no, does that mean you're going to leave? No, I was gonna say, I'm not in any shape for more adventuring. I figured this is probably my last stop. Sad face. But maybe this is a way you can help. You mean that I should give him the sword? If you want. But I don't want to leave you here either. Maybe you don't have to actually go anywhere. You gotta have a lot of special powers, remember? Because of sending to doghood. The ultimate tier. Oh yeah, try doing your spacey thing. I mean, not to sound condescending or anything, but it's gotta be like borderline omnipotence pretty much. Just put your mind to it. Alright, I will try. Use that doghood power. She did it. Nice. Hopefully that doesn't like drop down out of nowhere and stab him. Is this the frog breeding Jade? Carcinogeneticist CG began trolling Garden Gnostic GG. What the hell are you doing now? PW. Password. Seriously, why did you go back to see her? You didn't mention this last time. Listen, fuck ass, I'm going to need a password before we continue. Please! Heart. Right, okay, let's see if I can remember. It was pretty elaborate if I recall. Okay, here goes. I'm a disgusting, worthless bilge sack on the gargantuan teat of a laboring, leprous muscle beast. My self-esteem is so small its existence is a matter of conjecture among theoretical physicists. I smell so bad, the stench cannot be expressed with even the most eloquent florid language. The odor my body makes has made poets cry. I have won special awards for discovering new places to touch myself erotically while farting. I am fairly pulverized the competition in asshole pageants, and I have received a lifetime ban from ugly contests by President Shitface himself. My blood is not fit to flow through a sewer, and my sign is a pictographic symbol that loosely translates as "Please hike these pants up to this guy's armpits, chain him to a flogging jet, and make a fucking example out of this sorry sack of shit." When I look in a mirror, my reflection slowly shakes his head while I wet myself in shame. What the hell is this long ass password? I hope you copy and paste that, man. What? What was it? I mean, what? That was it, wasn't it? How is that not fucking it? Did I forget an apostrophe somewhere? No, Carcat, that was not quite the password. But you were on the right track. Can't we just talk now? Do you even remember the right password? Something along the lines of gratuitous self-deprecation forced into my mouth involving reference to some kind of weird human coupling ritual? You're being deliberately dumb. It was, if I hate myself so much, then why don't I hate marry myself? Remember? I was just using the password system to poke a little fun at you and you turned it into this whole overdramatic thing. Jeez. Haha, can we get down to fucking business again? Getting down to fucking business. I wonder if we will ever be able to start a conversation without having a ridiculous argument about the password system. Nope, never gonna happen. If you were to drop the password system and let future me talk to you, he might be able to give you an answer. Spoiler, the answer would be no because the passwords are retarded. Why would I want to do that? The only guy who's dumber than past Carcat is future Carcat and vice versa. I have this on good authority from both sources. I still think your use of the terms is kind of asinine. There really is no past or future Carcat from your view. There's Carcat who knows less stuff and Carcat who knows more stuff. Why not just gather the facts from the one who's got the lowdown already? I mean, I do it myself, but I can't stand the guy. You see? That is your problem. Okay, one of your many problems? You have no patience to do things the right way. You're always just looking for the shortcut. Even if doing so has brought you nothing but trouble 100 times before. It is sort of funny that the only thing standing in your way is one of your other problems. Your preposterous self-loathing. But you can't even trust your future self to help you cheat. It's like you have so many problems, they cancel each other out. That's not the only thing standing in my way. Your stupid passwords are also standing in my way. If not for that, I could be fast tracking this to Solution City for us both. Exactly. Okay, whatever. Let's just get on with this linear conversation, okay? Okay. So you gave me that silly password, and we ended our conversation a few minutes ago from my end, and I scanned ahead looking for a good moment on your timeline to pick it up again. And I noticed you went back to see her again for some reason. Who is this mysterious her? Yes. So I'm just wondering why. What happened to the frog breeding? I thought we were on a roll with that. Yes, we still are. This little detour was related to that task. We should be nearly done. What was she even saying to you? I can't understand a word of that horrifying gibberish. I can understand her just fine. I still don't really get it. Why my denizen was such a nightmare while yours apparently gives you guttural pep talks in some Byzantine monster language. Okay, so they were talking to denizen? Sounds kind of like a monster, a horror terror thing. We already talked about this, and Chinna and I have an understanding now. Ooh, vague bullshit. It's the exact fucking thing I can't get enough of. Well, maybe if you weren't in such a grumpy hurry all the time, you wouldn't have killed your denizen so quickly. You might have actually learned something. Huge, ugly monsters are for killing. Period. Did you ever talk to Kanaya about it? I don't remember. Maybe? I'm a busy guy, Jade. I talk to a lot of people about a lot of stuff, including myself. Her situation was very similar to mine. I thought she killed her denizen to light the forge or something. It doesn't sound like you got the whole story. Or maybe you just weren't listening to her? Well, I sure don't think it was whatever you did. And in any case, I thought all that was over with. Why are you back? What does this have to do with frog breeding? This was Kanai's suggestion. Kanai still helping you? Yes. I'm talking to her right now, actually. Oh. I see her across the room. She's not talking to anyone on a computer now. Durr, of course not. She's from a different time than you, genius. Which time? A few hours in your future. Ah, I see how it is. You won't talk to future Karkat until I jump through your fucking password hoops and become him eventually, but you'll talk to future Kanaya, just like that. Double standard, anybody? Jade says yes please. You're so ridiculous. I have Kanaya using the same password system as you. She is just a little further ahead of my timeline is all. It would be pretty hard to keep you both synced up. I thought you didn't want shit spoiled from the future though. Yeah, from my future. I don't want you guys telling me the things I do before I do them because you talk to future me. But knowing a few things about your future doesn't really matter. Not that I'm going to tell you any of it, so don't ask. I think I am on the verge of becoming a religious person. I just don't know where else to turn to remove the awesome suffering that Trollian's temporal chat bullshit miraculously continues to inflict on me. Maybe the mirthful messiahs will come and take my pain away? Oh yes, that sounds heavenly. Jade, please excuse me while I go paint my face to outwardly reflect the beauty of my inner awakening, and drub my think pen mercilessly to reduce my intelligence to the level necessary to sustain these beliefs. Why do I feel like that's like an attack on Gamzee? Sign. What are you even talking about? Are we almost done crafting this master plan? I have stuff to attend to here. My team is falling apart, and I can't find Gamzee anywhere. I'm worried he might have wandered off somewhere and get hurt. Oh, this is a past Karkat, because Gamzee hasn't gone cray-cray yet. Well, you'll find him, or he'll find you. I thought you weren't telling me about my future. I know, I made an exception, but only one. Let's move this along. Just update me on the frogs, and give me a new password, okay? Kanai thinks we should all talk about this. She says you're important to consult on the matter, but the you from her time is too busy. Busy with what? She's opening a memo. Oh, those things again, huh? Oh, back to Rose and Dave. So what happened with the plan, guys? Did Rose go do the suicide mission? I am piloting the moon through the furthest ring right now. At the moment, it's passing through a dream bubble. Huh. Interesting. I am visiting your dream in person. Oh, she's actually here. Interesting. I didn't know dream bubbles were physical things. Or you're the one visiting me as I travel in your sleep? If you rather look at it that way. Also, it's really weird because this is Dream Dave, but Dream Dave is streaming, so there's like another version of Dream Dave. It's weird. Okay, so all those questions you asked me, getting me to remember, you were just stalling me, weren't you? So I wouldn't wake up and try to stop you. Not entirely. This sucks. Could you just please turn the thing around and come back? Why? I'm already out here. Might as well go through with it. We agreed I'd do it though. Or at least you pretended to agree. Just before going into a major league wind-up with your nap yarn? A major league wind-up? Sports. It's always been pretty sad that I seem to know more about sports than you. Which is really saying something. All I'm saying is, no one likes a basketball hog. It's probably just ball hog. I just think you should know that in the athletic arena of competitive achievement, it's a widely known fact that cherry-picking posers get showered in nothing but booze. You don't gank the Rock and steal the big man's thunder on his raucous drive to the hole. Oh lord. Is that the sort of ignominy you want? See? You didn't consider sports. You never considered sports. The last thing I want to do is come between a big man's thunder and any particular hole he might prize. And yet, such has been what's happened. It's like the tight end was going long down the yard in sudden death. It's me. I'm the tight end. And the quarterback sniped a field goal just before the NFL buzzer went off. The greedy QB is you. That's not even close to being a thing in football. But instead of winning the Gold Sports Prize, you just fucking die and nobody cares. And it didn't mean anything. Which prize is that? The football prize. You mean the most vaunted accolade associated with the Gridiron known as Stanley's Cup? No, come on. It's called the Bruce Bombardi Trophy or something. For Miss Pile Squad. I'll take your word for it. And even though you're dead, all these fat millionaires in helmets just leap on your corpse anyway and pile up. And I mean way up. How high do they even have to be? The sport pile doesn't stop for getting taller. Does the officiator have a means of measurement on hand? I wouldn't want to be crushed by a non-regulation sport pile. What do you care? You'll be dead, like the mission-thieving poser you are. Poser? So not cool. Yes, poser. It should be my torso getting pulverized by that avalanche of overpaid beefcakes, and you know it. I forget what we were doing actually. Were we pursuing the hackneyed debate over who has the best claim to self-sacrifice? Or seeing who can out-dumbass the other with obtuse sports lingo? There obviously stopped being a difference between those things. The question is offensive. Almost as offensive as you stalling me while you peel out of here in your dumb moon. I'm the one stalling. The moon is probably just a speck in the sky now due to your strange beefcake hairdo. Yeah, but I don't know how to wake up. Is the thing, how do I wake back up? I guess I could wake back you up if you really want. I mean, even if he wakes up, he's not here. It's too late, right? Okay, then do it. But you have to promise me to stay put. Don't try to stop me. Just let it go. But this was my mission. It really makes no sense for you to go. This was never your preoccupation. They selected me a long time ago. That doesn't make sense. Why would they drag me into it? Just let me make a map, and then let you ditch me. They've obviously been gunning for me too. Yes, they helped you chart a path through the ring, and they will open that path for a pilot they have marked. I believe I fit the description. I'm not sure about you. Why do you think that? I am the pilot. That's all there is to say on the matter. But I don't want you to die. Help John and Jade. This isn't right. Then I'm not going to help you wake up. I'll stall some more. So you meant you were stalling with all that bullshit? I said not entirely. What do you mean? It's going to be a long ride through all this nothingness. Maybe I just thought some company would be nice. Before it's all over. So what'll it be? What? I'll wake you, but only if you promise to rejoin the others. Could you give a message to John for me? Sure, but if I'm promising not to chase you down, then there's not really any hurry to wake up. Are you sure? I was looking forward to bowling another wicked googly with the yarn. Sports ways. Nah, I'll stay asleep for a while. Okay, what did you want me to tell John? What was that? What? Did you hear something? No, what? I thought I heard something outside. Oh, good God. What is it? Are you next? How'd he get here? Who's this douchebag? I mean, bag. Oh, douchebag. Who's this douchebag? I mean, bag. I'm stuttering. This dude is making me nervous because he killed you before. You don't remember him? No. Then I guess this isn't a memory. I think he's really here, guys. So he's actually here with us on the moon. Not with us, just me. You're still in Durst, remember? Oh no, Rose. You're gonna die prematurely. before completing the— oh. The hell? Hold up. He killed Dave again. Oh, Dave's gonna be having nightmares for that for years. He killed him. He woke him up. That is weird. Also, there's a box over here. What is that? There's a green package over here. Weird. Weird. Also, the sword has arrived. Why are your eyes moving so slow, Dave? It's making me really worried. Are you seeing anything? Okay, creepy. Okay, that's probably the moon that Rose is on. Oh, Dave. Wait, I thought they gave him the fixed sword. Why is it still broken? Or unless that is not the sword they gave. Because the sword hasn't arrived yet or some crap, I don't know. Okay, so we looked at all these. What? Did I click the wrong one again? God damn it. Why does this keep happening? I try to click this one. Is this not a clickable one? It is clickable. This is the, you know, WV and stuff. Mission accomplished. I got the wallet, guys. WTF? That's because that was not the mission. The mission was to kill Jade. So dumb. Friendly enemies are here. WV and the bunny is still missing though. Oh yeah, wait. WV has it, I think. Wait, this thing is gone too. What? Exactly, that's what I was saying. Actual mission. Jade dead. That guy's an idiot. He's like, hey, mission accomplished, dude. And then Jack is like, you dumbass, that was not the mission. Was that Jack disappearing? That a-hole. And WV just realized it. Oh, guys, my wallet's gone. My mission wallet is stuck on the ring, right? Yo, when are you gonna put in the ring and become the hero of the whole story? Huge relief. Notice what? That your wallet is gone. Oh no. How did he find us? Well, I mean, I guess DD, or not DD, what the heck is that guy's name? CD told him. It's time to get your revenge, dude. Are you gonna put your ring on? Dude, battle time. With the evil guy who killed all our friends. Oh god, he broke another guy that Jack just keeps going everywhere and exploding everything. That guy is such a jerk. Where'd your eyes go, John? Did you die too? I think there's another memory. I remember now. I was tricked by a troll into flying up to the last gate using this rocket pad. Oh, okay, this is the memory of when Terezi, I think, tricked him into dying. Wait, so this is a dead John. She said I could take a shortcut and go kill my denizen while he was sleeping. It did not quite work out that way. This sounds like Terezi's handiwork. I don't know, she didn't tell me her name. She was a blind troll. She made me this incredibly shitty map for me to follow. Yep, that's her. I guess she got both of us then. Unbelievable. She tricked you too? Yes. Well, not tricked. So much as made a pointless coin flip and stabbed me in the back. Wow, that's pretty cold-blooded. Oh, sure. She was easily the most underhanded and villainous member of our group. But it did let my guard down. And even when she stabbed me, I sure didn't think I was going to die. Why not? It turns out immortality isn't all it's cracked up to be. Let's leave it at that. So I guess you never got around to giving me immortality like you said? Or killing me, for that matter? Well, not this version of you. Sounds like the blind troll beat you to it. No, I did, but... this will be hard to explain to you. Explain what? Haha, I guess in her own sick way, she actually set us up on this date together. Maybe I should thank her whenever she falls asleep. Or dies, God forbid. So, now it is a date? I don't know. I said it wouldn't be unless you remembered. And now you remember. But you still don't remember me, do you? Nope. Yeah, thought so. This version of you died before I started messing with you. Not that I expect you to understand what that means. No, I get that. If I had decided not to take the shortcut, I would have lived, and then you would have talked to me a lot. Yes, that's right. I guess I should have learned to give you more credit by now. Well, I might not have figured that out if not for some things that just happened. I still can't believe I'm meeting a version of you that doesn't remember a thing about me. None of my great exploits, or any of the ways I helped you. Only that one stupid time I taunted you. I know that's awkward. It's a vaguely frustrating feeling. Sorry, not sure what to tell you. So you remember literally nothing I told you about myself? Not even the, compromising stuff? Well, you did just show me around your planet, which was really cool. There's compromising stuff? Your species would think so. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I guess not. But who says we can't get to know each other again? You wouldn't find that boring? No way! Not if you wouldn't. You said the name of the blind troll who killed us, but you haven't told me yours yet. I haven't? No. It's Friska. Nice to meet you, Friska. I am John, even though you know that. Yes. So now what do we do, aside from be dead for probably ever? Man, I don't know. Maybe you could tell me about how you died? They're literally on a date and getting to know each other. What were the things that just happened you were talking about? But you playing with all the rocket things. Well, like I said, I flew up to the last gate, like this. Oh, nice boots. Why is John such a cool kid, man? He's so sweet. Oh my god, what the hell? Is that the thing from Jade's house? I think it is. It brought me inside the palace. It was huge, and it took a long time to explore. It was eerily empty too. I had that weird feeling of getting to a place in a video game you're not supposed to be yet, because you don't have the right power-ups and such. You know what I mean? Not really. I'm used to taking shortcuts whenever I play games. Oh, okay. So I started getting crazy nervous the longer I was down here, and I was starting to wonder if my silly iron pogo hammer would even do any damage against the monster. Snort. What? Against the denizen? Of course that piece of shit isn't going to do anything. If I were you, I would have chucked it into the forge. Excuse me, it is called the Wrinkle Fucker, and it is totally amazing. It might be alright if you combine it with something awesome, like some cool dice for instance. That's so absurd, like anything like that would ever even happen. What is this? Is this a thing? Hello? Nothing's happening. I don't know if this is an interactive thing or not. I don't think so. Weird. What's this? I found it very deep in the palace dungeon. I was wandering for hours following a horrible sound through the pipes. I could tell Typhonus was really close because it was very loud here. It could only be the sound of him sleeping. I was so tempted to play it, but I didn't dare risk waking him up. Pretty much by then, I was sweating bullets at the thought of confronting him. You were right to be nervous. Denizens are incredibly powerful monsters. He had no chance whatsoever at this stage of the game. You might have stood a chance after I started helping you, but Trezzy really screwed you over by leading you here so early. Yeah, I guess if I ever see her, I should thank her too. Why? Because this was important. What was? Getting killed by a monster? Well, yes, but not just that. The whole ruse was important. If I didn't make the decision to go, then Dave would not be able to go back in time and fix things. In fact, if I didn't die here in this palace, we never would have been born in the first place. How could you know all that? This way. Man, John, why are you so wise all of a sudden? So I really can't do anything here, right? Just making sure, you know. Don't know. This denizen does not look asleep to me. Nope. He was wide awake when I found him. I practically crapped my pants. Well, that explains your quick death. If your denizen was anything like mine, it wouldn't have wasted much time before unleashing a huge shitstorm of devastating monster magic. What was your denizen like? Her name was Cetus. She was this awful sea monster. Her lair was deep underground amidst a bunch of shipwrecks. She was quite vicious and territorial. I knew I had to kill her quickly to release the horde, before she had the chance to do anything tricky. What do you mean tricky? Did she talk to you? Oh, of course. She was babbling in riddles through most of the fight. I wasn't paying much attention though. I mean, what creature doesn't speak in boring riddles in this game? So maybe we weren't actually supposed to kill them then, because, you know, Jade didn't kill hers. So, is that what you all did? Kill your denizens as fast as possible without listening to them? Yeah, pretty much. We were all pretty good players, remember? Yes, so I heard. Well, okay, I can't exactly speak for everyone. There was a lot going on, and I don't know how some people went about beating their denizens. For instance, I'm not sure how our hero or Breath did it. Maybe the monster just released the horde for him out of pity. Maybe he just talked to his denizen. If there was a way to avoid a tough battle, I'm sure he found it. It sounds like a good way to cheat yourself out of a lot of sweet XP and loot though. I don't know, you might be surprised. John, are you saying you had a nice friendly chat with this hideous bloodthirsty creature before he killed you? Yes, Typheus may not be pretty to look at, but he is not a bad guy at all. Did they have a talk and they're like, John, I have to kill you in order for the right timeline to be, in place? That would be crazy. It seems she's acting out again. Sorting these clippings will have to wait while I settle her down. I apologize profusely. Please continue to help yourself to the serviceable Arrow Command in my absence. As a first-class host, I keep a healthy supply on hand at all times. Oh, is that what these things are? Hold up, Doc Scratch is the one that's been giving these arrows to us? That doesn't make any sense. But in any case, I'm gonna leave this video here, guys. I don't know how many more clippings he's gonna show us because these clippings are basically summarizing this too, I believe. So I think once we're through all the clippings, we will probably be on to Act 6, which is probably where all the fun stuff happens, because Scratch happens, and then Reset happens, and then alternate universe happens, and then that's when the real fun begins, because then you see how things will work differently, and then how they will defeat Jack, I'm guessing, because I don't know who else would be the big boss if it's not him. I don't know, weird crap. But I think in the next panel next page, we'll probably also see who the heck's interrupting him. He's saying she, so who could actually visit him? Maybe it's one of the kids? I don't know, man. I have nothing to go on, so no point in theorizing. So I will just leave this here for now. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you think about all these weird clippings, and I will see you guys in the next video.